everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Chanel handbag collection video, and I'm going to spice it up a little bit. Aside from showing you guys all of these bags sitting behind me right now, I'm also going to let you guys know which of these I would actually still buy at their prices currently. And some of these bags have doubled in price since I got them, so I think it'll be interesting to see which of these I still think are worth it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so I'm going to start with the newest bag that I added to my Chanel bag collection, and it's actually one that I purchased just a few days before the most recent price increase. So it is this bag right here. It is the small classic flap in caviar and light gold hardware in this stunning light blue color. This is from the 23P collection. And in the unboxing video for this bag, I actually said that even if I had to pay the post price increase price for this bag, I would have still gotten it. So I bought this when it was $8,200 US, and now it costs $9,600 US. So do I feel the same way about it currently? Yes, I actually do. And the reason is this is just such a versatile color in my opinion for my wardrobe. This is something that is not only a spring bag, not only a summer bag. Maybe I wouldn't wear it in the fall so much, but even in the winter time, this just looks so gorgeous against like winter white. I have the perfect light blue color code to match with this bag. And honestly, I have gotten so many compliments when I wore this. It is just the perfect bag, the perfect color to really brighten my mood. It kind of brightens my complexion too. It just looks amazing, especially against white gold jewelry, which is something that I find myself wearing a lot recently. I feel like white gold jewelry is definitely coming back into style a lot more. For the longest time it was rose gold, but now I feel like white gold is making a comeback. So I wanted to share some of my favorite white gold jewelry with you guys, and this part of today's video is in collaboration with Idyl. So I wanted to share a few pieces with you guys that are from Idyl, but first let me tell you guys what Idyl is. So they're basically a fine jewelry company that has this modular approach to their jewelry. So you basically start with buying simple diamond studs or a solid gold chain, and then from there you can buy little add-ons to really switch up the look. And on top of the pieces being so gorgeous, the presentation is also seriously A+. And with every order they also give you a little something extra too. This time they gave this gorgeous travel jewelry case, which is honestly perfect timing because I do have a few trips planned for later this year, and of course I'll be taking my jewelry with me. So next I wanted to share with you guys a few of my favorite pieces from Idyl, starting with these diamond studs right here. So each of the diamonds on either ear is 0.2 carats, and I love wearing these earrings even when I'm dressed really casually, even if I don't have any other type of jewelry on. And I think everyone needs a pair of diamond studs. And as I mentioned, Idyl does sell a bunch of different add-ons that work perfectly with their base pieces. So one of my favorite earring add-ons that I've been loving for the past few months is called the Live add-on. When you combine it with the diamond stud, it basically forms this trail of 5 diamonds, which I think it just looks so amazing on your ear because it just follows the shape of your ear. So this is my favorite of all the ones that I got in my first order with Idyl, but recently I did get another add-on which honestly might be my new favorite. So this add-on is called the Lucia add-on. It has a very similar effect to the one that you get with the Live add-on that I just showed you guys, but instead of the trail of diamonds being on your ear, it's actually right underneath your ear. And as I was playing around with these add-ons, I discovered that you can actually combine the two add-ons that I just talked about, and it basically doubles the impact. So aside from this modular approach to Idyl's earrings, they also do something similar for their necklaces too. So right here I have their solid white gold chain along with their Lena add-on, and this really just goes with anything and everything that you could possibly wear. And let me also say that this chain is so sparkly. It definitely is one of the sparkliest chains in my entire jewelry collection. So these are all of the white gold pieces that I picked up from Idyl, but of course I still do have a soft spot for rose gold. As much as I'm loving white gold recently, I will always love my rose gold pieces. So I also did pick up something in rose gold from Idyl. So similarly, I picked up this rose gold chain, but the add-on is different. So this is their Ava add-on, which is this pear-shaped diamond, and this is very substantial. This is 0.5 carats. And what's really interesting about this is because usually when you have a pear-shaped diamond, it's usually worn kind of like in the orientation of kind of like a teardrop shape. But for this, you can actually thread it 4 different ways. I actually have been really enjoying wearing it sideways. It's just a little something different, makes you kind of do a double take when you see it. So that is everything that I wanted to share with you guys from Idyl. I'll leave everything I mentioned in the description box down below. So definitely check out the links, check out Idyl's website. They always have something special, like a special deal going on or like special freebies that you can add to your order. So definitely do check out the links in the description box down below. Now let's talk about another bag that I would absolutely repurchase even at its current price, and it is this bag right here. This is my So Black mini reissue, and this is probably no surprise to those of you guys who frequently watch my videos. I absolutely love this bag. I use it so much. It probably is one of my favorite bags in my entire collection, and this I purchased when it was $4,400 US. So the So Black varieties of their mini size bags are $400 more than like the typical leather ones. So right now, even though I can't find the price for the specific bag on their website, I'm assuming it's going to cost $5,300 US. And without a doubt, I would still buy it. This is just the perfect bag, in my opinion, for both casual wear, for more dressy wears. This black hardware does it all. Honestly, it is so versatile, and you know, since we're in the age of quiet luxury these days, this is definitely a quieter bag than the other like bags behind me with the CC logo on it. Absolutely love this bag so much. If it were even more expensive than this, I would still buy it. There's a limit, but if it goes up by like a few $100s more, I think I would still buy this bag at those prices. So now let's talk about one that might be a shocker to you guys that I actually wouldn't repurchase at its current price. And it is another black bag. It is my black medium classic flap right here. It looks so stunning on camera. Honestly, the lambskin is so soft. It is amazing. I love touching this. I bought this bag when it was $4,900 US. Now it is $10,200 US, so more than double in price. But that's not really the reason that I wouldn't repurchase this bag. A lot of people definitely, if they were to still buy a classic flap, they would definitely go for their classic colors like black or their beige clear. For me, I've kind of realized that this is a little bit too dressy for me. Basically, this bag is in gold hardware, and all the seasonal classic flaps from Chanel are usually in light gold hardware. And I think that makes a difference. I feel like I might feel a little bit differently about this bag if it was in light gold hardware, because the black and the lambskin and the gold hardware just makes it so dressy, and definitely is way more of a flashy bag than my So Black one right here. I just also don't really feel myself reaching for this anymore. I don't actually wear like all black usually, so most of the time I feel like a slightly lighter colored bag actually suits my outfit a little bit more. This is not something that is like the first choice for me when I'm picking a bag for like any type of occasion. So yeah, honestly, I would not repurchase this. Not completely because it is just so outrageously expensive, not even because it costs double what I paid for it, but just because this is not something that I really reach for, and it's kind of gathering dust in my closet, somewhat literally, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been brushing dust off of this bag as I'm filming. It's just so obvious, especially on a black colored bag. And there also is something about paying like 5 figures for a bag that once you jump over that number, it just even feels more outrageous. Am I the only one who feels this way? But I feel like, you know, $9,999 is one thing, but $10,000 is a whole nother thing. It's like how they price groceries too, right? They price things in like $2.99 or something instead of $3, and you feel like you're getting a little bit more of a bargain for it. Let me know if you feel the same way. I hope I'm not the only one that thinks this way. So after this, let's talk about a few of my mini size bags. So maybe we'll talk about all of my other mini reissues first. So right here, my white mini reissue with aged gold hardware. This is actually another one that I would still repurchase at the current price. This honestly is my go-to bag for those type of special occasions. It looks so perfect against this aged gold hardware. The reissue is kind of like this aged calfskin, kind of like wrinkly look. The wrinklier the better in my opinion, and I think this aged gold hardware is just the perfect complement to it. I really love this bag. I have used it quite a bit. I got a little bit of color transfer on it, but I was able to get it off, so definitely sturdier than it looks. I don't think I would say it's necessarily more carefree than it looks, but it's fixable if you get something on it. So I really love this bag. It definitely has a very unique purpose in my wardrobe. So even though it now would cost $4,900 to purchase this bag, if I were to lose this, I would still pay the $4,900 for it. But the other mini reissue that I have in my collection, which is, let me see, where is it? So this one right here, this is my third and final mini reissue in my collection. This one is a little bit different. It is in chevron with the edge stitching, and it has silver hardware. This one I actually wouldn't buy back at the $4,900 US. So I just like my reissues to be really wrinkled and really distressed looking. And for whatever reason, I don't know if, you know, it's just with this specific collection or if something has to do with like the leather that they used or the chevron or something like that. It just doesn't look as distressed. And I don't like that as much as the super distressed look. I do really love this color. I absolutely love this color. It is such a beautiful color. I love that it's with silver hardware. A lot of brands make a similar color, but with gold hardware, some form of gold hardware, and I don't think it matches as well. But it's just that it's not like the perfect bag for me. Like there are kind of faults with it in my eyes. So if it costs more than I bought this at, I definitely wouldn't repurchase this. If I could go back and choose to buy this or not at the price that I bought it at, which was $4,400 versus the $4,900 right now, I have a feeling I would skip this too. And especially now that I do have this blue classic flap that I showed you guys earlier. I feel like they're kind of a little bit too similar in a way. So I find myself reaching for this a little bit more than this one. But yeah, I still do really love the color. I love having this color in my collection, but I feel like if I didn't have this anymore, I would buy like a similar lavender color that was from a more affordable designer instead. So these are all of my mini reissues, and continuing on with all of the minis, and I guess on the same pastel theme too. This one over here is my light pink mini with handle. It is the perfect light pink color. Like, first, let me tell you, this is such a perfect color. It never looks as amazing on camera because the camera always washes it out. But this is like this perfect baby pink color. You get this really delicate chain on it, which is thinner than on like the mini rectangulars. And I love that about it. I love this little top handle. Everything else about it is just the same as all the other minis. You get the pocket in the back, and then you get a single flap, and then inside is one open compartment, and then a zipper pocket and an open pocket inside. So everything really is the same aside from this handle. And they do charge you $500 more for that handle. So this bag now costs $5,400. And would I rebuy this? Absolutely, yes, I would rebuy this. So this is probably, I can't be absolutely certain, but I think this is one of the few bags that even in today's climate where the luxury resale market is kind of like in a downturn, definitely stuff is not selling as fast as it once was. It's not selling for as high of a price as it once did. I feel like this is one of the exceptions. It would cost more than retail to buy this bag, even used. So of course, I would pay the retail price if I didn't have this in my collection for whatever reason, because I love this bag. I'm kind of also in a pink phase right now. I did just recently order a pink bag. I might be getting a second one too. So clearly I'm in my Barbie core era right now, and yeah. Just love this bag. Can't wait to wear it more in the spring. Hands down, would pay current retail price for this. Don't think I would pay like reseller price for this though. So if I couldn't get it in the boutique, then oh well, moving on to the next pink that Chanel inevitably releases. So this is my only mini with handle, but to kind of round out my minis, I do have one mini rectangular here, and this is another kind of new one in my collection. This is just a little bit older than the blue classic flap. This one I don't love as much as the blue classic flap because I'm not able to use it as much, at least not yet, but I don't know, maybe it'll change a little bit in the summer. This was kind of like the bag that I really wanted to fulfill the obsession with having a tweed bag from Chanel. It's just so quintessential Chanel, in my opinion, to have something that's tweed. And I decided this was it. This is such a pretty tweed. Like, there is just so many stunning details in this. All the little ribbons that they wove through this, it's just so gorgeous. And interestingly enough, I don't think this is as delicate as using, say for instance, a fully white colored bag, because I feel like the tweed is going to hide any color transfer or any minor stains you get on this bag. So even though it's fabric, it's not too high maintenance. And even if it starts like pilling or whatever, because this is kind of like a messier tweed, not as like tightly woven as some other ones, I feel like this hopefully would wear pretty well. So I haven't used this for that many times yet, but I still really love this bag. I think if I didn't have a tweed bag in my collection, I would always look to buy one, and I would look to buy one in this type of mini rectangular size. So I wouldn't be buying like a wallet on chain or like a vanity type of thing, which are really the only bags, so to say, that are cheaper than this. So even though this would cost $4,500 now versus the $4,000 that I bought it at, I would rebuy this because I do really want to have a tweed bag in my collection, and I don't think it gets prettier than this one. So next up, let me see, let me think about this. Let's talk about one that I would absolutely not repurchase no matter what price it was, and it is this mini with handle. Wait, what am I saying? This is the handle with care vanity. I got mixed up because there was the word handle in it. So this I would not repurchase at any price. Maybe if Chanel gave this to me for free because I spent so much at their brand otherwise, then yes, I will take it, but I wouldn't repurchase this no matter what. And that's because this is so very useless in my opinion. Actually, no, that's not true. It's not completely useless, but its usage is very limited because this is a very small bag. It doesn't fit my phone. It has 2 zipper compartments, which really makes each of them so small. I feel like maybe I would enjoy it a little bit more if there was only 1 compartment versus the 2. I guess they decided to make it look even, but yeah, I feel like if it was just 1 deeper compartment, it would be a lot more useful. My phone can't fit in here, and I have dropped my phone so many times when I was using this so-called bag. And you know, if it's causing damage to something else I own, even indirectly, I just feel like it's not a great fit for me. You know, like honestly, it's cute and all, but it has to be functional even slightly, right? So I bought this at $2,575 US. I have no idea what it costs now. Probably would cost more than that, but this is definitely a seasonal bag. So yeah, I wouldn't buy it back at $2,575. Wouldn't buy it back at $2,000. This is really cute though. I do think it is really cute. If I could have a flip phone, you know, I am really hoping Apple releases their version of a flip phone soon. Maybe I would feel differently about this if I could put my phone in here, but for now I have so many scratches and dings on my phone to tell the tale of this bag just being so not functional that yeah, I would not rebuy this, even though it is the cheapest bag in my collection, even though it is technically a vanity. So what's next? Let's talk about a bag that I would rebuy, since that one was pretty negative. So another one that I would repurchase is this one right here. This is another small classic flap. It is in lambskin, it's in gray, and this is so much more versatile for my wardrobe compared to the black classic flap. So I feel like gray is, I don't want to say gray is the new black, but gray in many cases I think is more versatile than black. If you haven't tried out like a gray bag before, definitely do give it a try. You might be surprised. Like if you're the type of person that just has like multiple black bags and it matches with a lot of your wardrobe, give gray a try. I feel like you might change your mind afterwards. This bag is just the perfect gray. It matches with so many outfits, not just in the gray spectrum, but with certain outfits, it could look a little bit more cool tone, a little bit more warm tone. I've even worn this with kind of like brownie colors too, like some creams, beiges, even kind of like lighter tan colors, and it all works with this. Definitely so versatile. So even at $9,600, I would repurchase this. It really just has such a big part in my wardrobe. It plays such a big role in my wardrobe to match with so many clothes. So I do think it's worth it, even though $9,600 is an insane amount of money. So, all right. Moving on to some classic flaps that I would not repurchase at the current price. So one of them is this one right here. So this was actually another one that was purchased when it was 4,900 US dollars. This was actually not purchased by me though. It was purchased by my husband, and I say this in every video that I talk about this bag. It is so stunning. It's purple, it's iridescent, it has this kind of like green shift to it, and in the sunlight, it actually has this pink shift to it. So stunning. That pink color I kind of only discovered recently when I used it like a month ago. But I don't know, in the 6 or 7 years that I've owned this bag, I've only used it a handful of times. Really, the value for money just isn't there, even at the $4,900 that this was purchased at. So definitely 10,200 US dollars. No way would I buy this. This is just not something that works with my wardrobe, and I don't really want any bags sitting on a shelf, especially for 10,200 US dollars. I wouldn't even want my husband to spend that much on a gift for me. So this is yet another one that wouldn't get repurchased at the current price. And then the last classic flap that I have is this brown one right here. So there actually is a trend. This one I also wouldn't repurchase at the current price. The trend is that all three of my medium classic flaps I wouldn't rebuy at the current price. There are additional reasons to me not buying all of these bags again, but for the medium classic flap specifically, it does cost $600 more than the small size. And like I said, it passes that threshold of $10,000 where suddenly just this like switch turns on and it's like, oh my God, this is outrageous, right? So that's definitely one of the reasons. But another reason is just, even though I do like how the medium looks on me when I have it like with the double chain just over my shoulder like this, I like how it looks like that more than the small actually. But I just don't want to be paying $600 more for this because I don't need the space. So I have a bunch of mini bags, as I've already showed you guys, and I really am able to fit whatever I need to carry with me in those mini bags. So even with the small classic flaps, there is a little bit of extra room in there most of the time. So as you can imagine, for the medium, a lot of the times it's just a bunch of empty space in here and things are just tossing and turning in the bag, and it becomes a little messy, and honestly that irks me a little bit, and really I just don't need the space. So why would I pay more money to get the medium over the small? So yes, going forward, if I wanted another classic flap, if there was something like a color or whatever that was pretty enough for me to pay the crazy like close to $10,000 for, I would just get it in the small instead of the medium size. But for this bag specifically, the reason that I wouldn't repurchase this is because I think this caramel brown color actually looks better in the Chanel 19 style. So I have two in what is essentially the same color. They're a little bit different. I would say that this is a little bit more neutral while the 19 is a little bit more warm tone, but unless you're comparing them side by side, you really can't tell the difference. And I feel like it just looks better in the Chanel 19 style. So I wouldn't repurchase this one because I would repurchase this one, and I just don't need two of the same color bags. I do find myself reaching for this one a little bit more since I've gotten it. This is kind of like my go-to kind of grab and go bag. especially in the fall. It just matched with everything that I was wearing in the fall. I basically got this just in time. I think I bought this in August, I believe, last year, and basically ever since I got it, I used it so much and it's really held up great. I think this is some type of like coated lambskin material, so it is so durable. And yeah, this is like just a little bit different in my collection, but I really do love it. So this, even at the $6,400 that it costs currently, I would still rebuy this. I still do think this is, I wouldn't say trendy, but this isn't like outdated even in 2023. I definitely love how different this is for Chanel, and it really does fill a gap in my wardrobe. So that is it for this video on my entire Chanel handbag collection. And just to do a quick tally for you guys, of the 12 bags currently in my collection, 7 of them I would repurchase and 5 of them I wouldn't at the current prices. And I kind of think it's a little bit funny that if I took all the money that I spent on these bags when I bought them, I probably could only buy those 7 back at the current prices. So it's funny that if I were to buy all these bags right now, my collection would essentially be cut in half. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And once again, thanks to Idyl for partnering with me on today's video. And do leave a comment down below. Let me know which of these bags would you purchase at their prices today, and how do you feel about spending over $10,000 for a medium classic flap or close to $10,000 for the small one. Let me know all of that in the comments down below, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing for new videos every single week on luxury and fashion, and I'll leave 2 videos on the screen for you to watch next. So I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.